Maduro state of mind. This is Darren Shah. I have Law here, Law Ream, Zino brand activation manager. And also I have a Tan here. Tan is a Zino portfolio brand product manager. Let us know what is your role at Davidoff.
So Davidoff, what I do is the product managing. So for Zino and all of our portfolio brands, the easiest way I've ever described it is everything else got. So if it's not Avo, Camacho, or Davidoff, they'll fall into me. So that's, finding a lot of the promotional plans, sourcing some of the GWPs, all that you guys see out there when you come out to the events and, purchase the cigars and for gifts and things of that nature, and through ads and pretty much everything about the brand itself. We'll run through NEEF and but that's all promotion, I said.
Thank you for coming out. We're going to have you on time later today with the events and stuff. Law, would you mind giving us a rundown of what you do and what have you done in the past? I know this is your second event at Karma.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my name is Law Ream. I am the Zino brand activation manager. Essentially, that means I go around the country bringing the good word of Zino to amazing establishments such as Karma Cigar. It is an awesome job. I love it. Essentially, they pay me to smoke cigars. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, well, this is not a real job. Like one day, I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh yeah, no, I still do whatever I did in my previous life, which is I used to do marketing. I have my own marketing firm.
Yeah.
I did work for hotels and restaurants, and I had one cigar client. And then the pandemic came, and I no longer have hotels and restaurants. I just had that one cigar client. And I was like, well, you know what? I love cigars. I want to just go all in on this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's how I got started.
Tom, are you allowed to talk about your past life? What have you done in the past?
Sure, yeah. So I started up before the cigar industry. I was at UPS for, I can never remember anymore. It's either 13 or 14 years. They all moved together. So through there, getting into the cigar industry, I was always just a consumer myself, helping out at some of the local shop and some of the guys who deal out, PCA, the trade shows and not. But I ended up having my own shop with a buddy of mine out in Buffalo, New York for a while. And then I started at Drew Estate right up Sash, worked there for a few years, did a lot of the procurement and a lot of the gift purchases out there and some managing a partnership brand. So I moved over to Davidoff here to try something a little different. Yes, here I am now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, brand legacy, Zino by Davidoff. Tell me a little bit more about what is the brand legacy stands here.
So the Zino Nicaragua brand, specifically the yellow brand, this is, an homage to early Henri Davidoff, better known as Zino Davidoff. So when he was in his early 20s, he was traveling the world, trying cigars everywhere. He was very curious. And so this cigar is made specifically for newer smokers who are just learning about things, exploring, getting to know cigars, So that's how this falls into the Davidoff portfolio. It's a nice little way to get into it with an immaculate constructed cigar. Immaculate might be too strong of a word, baby. But it is a very well constructed cigar, as Davidoff is known for. It's a very light, approachable cigar. It's not ultra complex like a Davidoff. It's very straightforward. He has 3 distinct transitions. It's how we brought this in. Say, hey, welcome to the Davidoff family by way of the Zino Nicaragua.
Yes. So tell me a little bit more about Zino sizes. What's Zino Nicaragua? What are the sizes? Where we talk?
So with these ones, right now we're smoking the Toro. But you got the Toro, you have the Robusto. There's a short torpedo, which I know we both love that one. It's got a lot of power in it, just for quick. I mean, if you had a little 20, 25 minutes of smoke, that one, it's absolutely delicious. There's the half Verona, which those have always been good if you're traveling, because specifically they're pre-parched when they're in a 5-count tip. Recently, we did the 25-count boxes of those, and those ones, they're not big ones, which is okay. But when you have that little tin, like if you need to go out, like I know I go out to the auto, that I go out, my sister will go out in the mountains, so I can take that with me. I don't do my cutter. I just grab a lighter and the tin, but So those are nice. And then we also had some mini cigarillos, both in a yellow packaging or a red. We just brought the red ones in. They didn't get this sold overseas for years, and then we just kind of brought it in. So those have been, people seem to like them pretty well.
So for audience, I want you to know that this is the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. Binder is from Nicaragua. Filler is from Dominican and Honduran, along with Nicaraguan cigars.
So I actually want to lay that out a little bit more. So you have this very fine Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, but we use a slightly higher priming, so it's a little bit darker than a normal Connecticut, and we get more flavor out. Then you have the Semilla 56 binder from Nicaragua. Very delicious seed. Burrs really well in Nicaragua. And then you have 2 Nicaraguan fillers. Those give you the spice that Nicaragua is known for. The 2 Honduran fillers, which give you the flavor out of the cigar, so you get a lot of it. So in this cigar, you have a very nice blend, starting with the wrapper. You have an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, but we use a slightly higher priming for the wrapper leaf. That way you get a little bit more that flavor, very delicious flavor. The binder, you have a Semilla 56 Nicaraguan. That is a very specific, amazing seed. And then for the fillers, you have 2 Nicaraguan, give you that classic Nicaraguan spice. You have 2 Honduran, which are going to give you a lot of the and flavor. And you have 1 Dominican, which is going to give you that signature creaminess that Davidoff was known for.
Very nice. So this is about hour-long cigar. It depends how fast you're popping.
Yeah, I would say 50 minutes to 120, depending on how slow you start.
Yeah. So in my notes, wrapper, Ecuadorian, binder, Nicaraguan, just like you say. First, third is a cigar fruit taste. Third is a cigar body taste. And third is a cigar taste. How do you define that? Why did you break it down into 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3?
Oh, I just think that's like how the leeks are naturally, so you usually smell the from tip to stem or stem to tip. Usually it's tip to stem, so you get more flavor at the tip in order to way towards where the veins are, and that's where it gets more bitter because you have more nutrients back there. But as you break down the leaves and start moving backwards, that's kind of where you get the different transitions and that richness of flavor to that fuller, intense flavor of the back.
Sure. So all the nicotine accumulates at the end, and you find a very rich taste at the end of the cigar, right?
Yes.
So how would you pair this cigar? I know you guys are drinking coffee right now, but I'm a former consumer of alcohol, but I stopped drinking 5 years ago. I used to enjoy everything with old-fashioned main berry. Up to carrier starts. And I know for me, some of you don't drink anymore, so I actually pair them with a lot of coffees, and I've been doing teas as well. So with the Zino, for me, I try to find something that'll complement it and not overpower it. So like if I go back to the tea side, you could have something, in my mind, like a black tea, like something like a Burris, or maybe like an English breakfast tea. Those to me can kind of overpower some of the more mild cigars. Yeah. So when it comes to tea, my favorite to do it with is like a Zbyrad. Because that one, it's a light tea. It's still got some good floral flavors there that'll kind of complement, to me, the premiumness of the Cigar. But if I'm not growing tea, my favorite pairing, which I recommend it to everybody, is even if they're not, I'm going to call it pop because I'm from the Midwest. Sorry. It's not soda. But I will call cream soda cream soda. Also, cream soda with this cigar is ridiculous. Cream from Cigar is emotional from the soda, and they just mix very well together. I've done it with root beers, I've done it with Dr. Peppers. It's sometimes the spiciness will battle each other, but it's good. In terms of booze wife, I know when I used to drink, I was big on bourbon list. But I lost some other. I'm carrying Zadida.
I think this cigar is a little too light for a strong bourbon. I don't really dabble on bourbon too much, but this does pair really well with a nice sipping rum. So you want to go for a light rum, I like the Florida Cana 7 year on Yale. You put that in the glass, ice, and squeeze a little lime in there. And, it's What amazing appearance. You want a little bit of citrus in there. It complements the cigar really well. And then we have those sweet flavors that complement the sweet flavors of a cigar. Like a little vanilla, you know?
Yeah. Tonight we're having a Zino event. Zino Cigar Takeover. The overview is lounge in Karma's patio. It's going to be your nice trailer set up right in the front.
Yes, sir.
With the Cuban style artificial palm tree and all that. Can you explain me how this event how tell me a little bit about the trailer, what made you think about doing this?
Yeah, so before we even got to Davidoff, the team was developing this trailer experience already, and it's we're not strangers to the trailer experience. A while ago, we had a macho trailer that toured the country, and that was a while. The ambassador at the time, George Romney, or Latin Thunder, he had some Harley Davidsons and stuff, and bars and arm wrestling machines. It was a great experience. So we decided to bring that back, but with a more chill vibe that's more in tune with the Zino Nicaragua. So we have this amazing trailer. It's 22 feet long. It's kind of like the showcase for the product. We bought like a car hauler and we fitted it with all cabinetry. We had it built out in Colorado because they're known for modifying vehicles to live in and stuff. And they use all like nice white oak wood. It's very classy. There's TV in there. It's a pretty cool experience. And then, we drive it around the country. We go to all the big, multi-vendor events, all the cigar festivals. And then in between, we stop at some of the best cigar shops in the country, at Karma Cigar. And we do a little event where everyone can come and chill. Last year, it was beach themed, like summer themed. This year, it's a little bit more camping themed. So we got rid of the palm trees and brought in some ficus trees. And yeah, you'll see. We got some benches instead of the beach chairs. Modified it a little. You don't want to do the same thing every year. You want to bring, especially to the few lounges that we had visited twice, like yours, we wanted to change it up a little bit. You want to just repeat the same thing over and over.
Yes. So tonight's event, what we're doing is a $20 ticket. Customer gets one cigar, and then straight. Customer would be a piece of burgers, $10 per burger. It's really cheap. It's really popular this week. And that $20 comes towards a past purchase. If you like the cigar, which is called, customer can turn around and buy some letting me off. That will often they kick it fix some days. So we're trying to do unique things, and I think that's the word precious style. So tell me a little bit about promotion. What are we doing today?
Well, with the promos, so when you are buying, if you go grab, 5 cigars, you get one free, and they'll give you a nice little swag item for that. You usually let people choose between a hat they have that helps protect some of the outlets for the sun, or there is it's a little cutter. It's this little cutter. It comes with a little metal rest. So whenever you're traveling to the wilderness, trying to figure out where you're going, what you want to do, you want to make sure you have the right tools. So if you buy 10, you get 2 free cigars, and then we also usually give them a choice between the wonderful lighter that Law has in its hands, or this Zino ashtray, which me personally, I'm a little more in love with this because my last name does start with a Z. Yeah, so I remember when I first saw this ashtray. When I first saw the ashtray, I was like, I need to have that. And then, about a year later, I'm working for the company, so it's a house.
Well, we don't like to totally discriminate, so we have modified ashtrays too. So if you're stuck for the pen, it works for you as well.
Yep, you got your both. And then if you end up buying a box, you get to choose from both things from before the ashtray: your lighter, the hat, the cutter, and the brass. And then you can also choose from a nice Yeti tumbler or a beer growler. And one of the things I heard yesterday, which made me laugh, someone saw the beer growler and just went, man, you can fit a lot of milk there. And my question was, who's going around with 64 ounces of Nook just on a regular day? You must be going through a lot of Oreos, especially like that buddy. I thought that is deep play.
So you also have a grand prize Yeti backpack, and also Hellbig that you're
Yeah, so if you buy the box, you get entered to win the Yeti backpack or the like $1,000 paddable. Those are really nice, made by this company called Boat, BOTE. Those things are insanely nice. I don't know how they reinvented inflatable technology to make all kinds of inflatable furniture and stuff. And those things are, once you pump them up, they're solid. They feel like there's no air in there. They feel like they're real solid.
I know. So we are here for brand activation with Law Ream. We're gonna have a trailer. You're gonna see it in this clip. How the trailer looks and how it was beautiful. Yeah, it looks with Law putting some thoughts and a lot of the physical work to put this event together. So you will be seeing that along with it. At Karma Cigar Bar, we always have a beautiful events. By October, we will be having from the company Davidoff event also coming in. So if you're watching this video, I want you guys to come back and experience our lounge, where we help with some product on our online store as well. So you could check it out, carpetcigar.com, Burris-shop. So we will have a Dan Burris upstairs in a few minutes, and I'm going to take that video, obviously. So time it's on you now. You can rack it up however you want to rack it up.
Well, I know today's already fun. I'm excited for it. I've been back up here at, at East and Midwest area in a minute.
So you said you're from Michigan, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan, moved to Miami, now I'm in Tampa. So every time I get to come, at least remotely close to home or back to the Midwest, to get my fill on some good ranch Colson and things up there. Yeah, I was at fun up there.
Were you by water in Michigan, or you were in Detroit? Or
it was about 45 minutes north of Detroit. So, and any direction you go, I'm gonna find some sort of water. So it's gonna do it. This is gonna be a good event. I'm gonna have fun with it, and doing it fun. Yeah, we ever do. You can try these great cigars. I smoked them. I smoked a few of them before they joined the company.
So what else do you like from that portfolio?
What else? Wow. But I'll give you my favorite. So my absolute favorite is gotta be the Aniversario number 2. That was actually the first cigar I ever had.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I remember going into a shop by my house. I was like, look, I'm going to Chicago for the weekend. How are you? Maybe with all my fraternity fellows who want to have cigars. I don't know a thing about what I'm doing. I was like, I just want something good. I want something nice. And that's when recommended. And I was like, okay. And then I tried it, and I was like, this is delicious. I love these. So now kind of looking back at it, I was like, I realized I started at the top. Yeah, I didn't go entry level. I should say right at the top. So it's been good. I like that one. But if I want something a little more full body, I have been actually really going for the Nicaragua. Yeah, I was gonna say, so me, Nicaragua or Spiro, they're two of my favorites in that. But if I want to be a little bougie, I'm gonna go Zino Platinum with Dans, and those are it's the same thing. They're nice, they're light, a little more than these, but still got some good equal intensity for me. So, what about you, Law?
I mean, I love our whole portfolio. There are a couple standouts for me too. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Winston Churchill Late Hour. Before I ever worked for Davidoff, and it was my ritual every Friday, I'd go in and splurge on the Late Hour. That's how I end up my work week. Then when I really want to have a great experience, I reach for that Zino Platinum Crown Chubby Especial. That thing is just a matter like that. That is the smoothest cigar I've ever smoked.
Is that one in a 2 cylinder?
Yes, the pound series. Yeah, it comes in the big, thick ones. Yeah.
Very nice. What about you? Cheerfree. So, like I told you, I like Davidoff in Badla. And I heard Zino is also coming out their Nicaragua de Duro. Or, yeah. Is that true? Somewhere true? I haven't heard anything of that yet. But, okay.
Who knows? They were not let tell you about future cigars until they're ready to go.
Okay. But at least I'll pull my favorite line.
I can neither confirm nor deny the allegations that will be accepted for. It keeps it vague enough for nobody is. Yes.
I will say this. Next year is going to be a huge year for Davidoff, and it's going to be an amazing year.
A lot of new swags, obviously. All right, you're developing a lot of swags.
I mean, we Sculpture State's swag guy for a reason. He's really good.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have fun with it. I've been having fun with this stuff developing. So we'll see what we're to best.
So find a call to adventure. We always ask customer to RSVP at han@karmacigar.com. Han's phone number is 219-334-5174. No. Let your next adventure starts.
All right, guys. Well, welcome back. I'm Han, Karma Cigar Bar. Tom, Law, I appreciate you guys participating this year, and we're truly fun, Law. Your summer attraction. I did. Having the Zino yellow van out in our parking lot in front of the building is going to make a good difference out. So we're really looking forward to it. But you guys bought house swag. You guys talked about the swags already. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to. Here, but we're showing up for goodies. That's glee. So, couple things after tonight, Zino, Tom, Law, I don't know if you guys have offers, but we got our 7th annual Palm of Off hour coming up, and that's going to happen on September 5th at Yibicon Country Club of Boulder. We do utilize our golf audience to develop a charitable organization. And this year, part of the course each is going to Boards and Days book. It's greater in blessing now. So we got some great sponsors. Right now, we're anticipating about 112 offers this year. We do smoke cigars on a golf course, and of course, Zino isn't for you. So in that subject matter, I don't know Law or Tom who the golfer is, but what is a big Zino cigar for the golf course?
Yes, Zino. What size do you recommend? If I scroll back to my Facebook pages, I can delve a little bit. I typically start every round with Toro. A hole there. Because that way I know usually about 3-4 holes in, depending on the time I'm playing and how slow people in front of me are. I can have a couple, but a Bordeaux is also a good choice. He's going to be out there for a while. The weather gives you a chance to, enjoy it a little more. To have, bigger smoke, the longest smoke, and that hill.
So if you guys heard that Toro, start with the Toro, make it switch it up to Gordo, depending on how your day is going. Law, I got a question. I know you guys cooking coffee. And I cook cigars every week. Sometimes 8 o'clock in the morning I do. And I'm not a purchase but the opponent, but when I do, what do you recommend? For 8 o'clock morning smoke.
8 o'clock morning smoke, I go for... So right now I'm drinking the black coffee. It's later in the day. In the morning, I like to drink a very creamy coffee, something with a lot of flavor. So I'll put a nice bit of cream in there because it pairs well with the cigar. I'll add a little bit of sugar, so that sweetness again.
Yep.
The cigar is sweet and creamy, so it goes really well with it. I know you say you don't want to, guide people towards having morning cigar, but I highly recommend it. I used to question people that had morning cigars, and when you're a real degenerate, first thing you do is have a cigar when you wake up, and now I can't imagine life without it.
Yeah. You guys can be having a Palma burger ship PC. There's so rare, Roberto. After I eat, I gotta have a spaghetti. Oh yeah. So he's coming. I know Zino the Bleak Stars. They come with different sizes. It says a Zino in the lock-in. I know you guys mentioned Zino Fat Maria. Can you tell us a little more about? I think there's the flat room, the chubby specters. Can you kind of share the difference in size or the slope of piece?
Yeah, so at least with the separate series, you got the Chubbies and the Grandmasters. Some Grandmaster, it's, more kind of useful size. So those ones, when you look at it, I guess it trees price-wise. But Zino Nicaragua is more of the down aspect being typically sub $10, depending on, say, taxes or things in that nature. And then up next from that is the separate series. Those are usually in the high teens, sometimes in the 20s. It's been easy. The series, this, I like to really say. The whole rationally. You're
Creme de la Creme. I'd say that specifically because those are just ultra creamy cigar. They're aged longer. They're very smooth. I don't think Connecticut's get much better than that.
That's love that's good to be because we've shared all three of those. And you come to Karma, just go into the Vendedor, check out the Zino section. Of course, we have Zino Lipolade, you get the Zino Platinum, or Stop Sucker. So we have all the Zino here at So
And you have a Karma Zino Platinum.
let's do it. So we just so I don't know. You guys will see it. That's your open.
Yeah, that is a very special thing right there.
I don't. They are the last 2 boxes, I believe, right?
They're down to 2 boxes. I believe them about, I want to say 3 years ago. You actually gave one each to every single offer about a treat about 2 years ago. So that was a real special treat. And I've say that was a long skill. So I want to come to Law with something else. He looks like he looks like he's ready to have some fun.
All the time. I'm always on, ready to have butt.
Yeah.
So I don't even like to sleep because I'm missing out on button on a sleep.
So Law, what do you anticipate today? When this event starts to sit to play without people coming in, what are people gonna see?
Oh, I had the good fortune to be here last year. It was a little bit cooler out, you know. Actually, we have perfect weather today. We just hit the front end of the cold front coming there, a little cool front. And you guys have such good fun patrons here. Like I didn't even want to leave. I think we ended up going like 45 minutes over the event time because we were just having such a great time. So yeah, people come. If you want, I can educate you on the cigar. Come learn about it. We have a fun game that no one's ever seen before. People love that. If we have enough participants, we can do maybe a championship tournament and want somebody can win a 5-pack of Zinos. And then we also have these like inflatable ottomans, and we got some music, and it's just a real chill vibe. Everybody enjoys it. Hang out, have a conversation, smoke some cigars, do what we do.
Also, that's gonna start at 6:00. Yeah, so 6:00 tonight, or 6:00 today's July 31st, the last thing in July before we get into August, and we're gonna end it. Great cigar experience, as you know.
So, and Han, August 1st to August 31st, we are getting an olive promotion, and I will even give you a talk.
Yeah. So, as we head into I just want to finish as we head into our vol finding on September 1st, the whole month of August, we have the Avo promotion. The cigar is great. Yep. So we're gonna have we have great rapid prizes that we're gonna do at the end of the month. And that's related to Avo. We're gonna have deals throughout the month, Avo promotions, from August 1st to August 31st. And that's this. I know that we got a great off raffle items. Putty green, practice putty green. I think that
was a battle putt. So you have the battle putt. So it's kind of like beer pong.
Oh, I think
yeah. After that's kind of like beer pong, but with putting. It'd be really fun.
So it's gonna be a great month and a great way to energize. And great way to start the bunker lobbies.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're gonna get the Strixon golf club. You're gonna get the Whiz Thing golf bag as a built-in Bluetooth speaker.
Yep.
And you also have the little sway.
The launch monitor.
Yeah, the launch monitor. So you can pair that with your phone and you put it behind you, and the tracks are swinging and everything. We could pay.
Let a golfer like me, I can see how bad my slice. And when I'm golfing by myself, those things sound fine. Well, you got to say, I'm here with seeing very involved. Hey, you got murder coming in, yeah.
So hey, we're gonna let you guys enjoy your burgers. Calm, Law. I appreciate you guys coming out today, and we look forward to it. So I'll see you guys.